Hey everyone, it's Carrie here. So in this video I want to talk about something which I think is really important in business, and that is staying true to yourself, being authentic. And in the past I have found I have gone off track with this and not even realised I've been doing it. I have become so disconnected to myself and to what I'm about and what I stand for and my own voice, because I've been so consumed with looking at what other people are doing. And for example, in the past this has happened where I've met someone that's been so inspiring and I've been like, wow, you are amazing, I need to be more like you. Or I've been like, I stumble across someone's website and I think, wow, this website's amazing, she engages so well with people, she does this better, she does that really well, I love it, I need to be more like that, I need to start being like her and being able to connect the way she connects. Or someone will come along to me and they will talk about their business and they will ooze with passion and enthusiasm, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I need to be more like that. Or someone who I think is more successful than me will come and tell me, oh, you should do things like this, and I'll be like, well, you know better, you're more successful. So I'll start changing, I'll start adapting, and before I know it, I've ended up doing a bit like this person, a bit like that person, or dabbling in with a bit of this stuff, and I've forgotten completely who I am. And you end up feeling lost, like, who am I anymore? What am I about? What am I standing for? You've totally lost your own voice. And it can be really scary. And I don't feel like I am alone with this issue. Because the thing is, when you're running a business, so half the time you don't have a clue what's going on, or you don't have all of the answers. So obviously it's natural to look around you, to other people, for inspiration and answers. And that's great. But the thing is that often we look to these people and almost think that we have to be the same as them or just like them in order to be great too. And I think this is where we go wrong. This is where we kind of go off track and we kind of take little detours off of our own track, trying to be other people rather than focusing on being our amazing selves. So for example, when I started the Female Entrepreneur Association back in 2011, I thought that I had to be really professional. I thought that I had to look bigger than I actually was, and I did Google searches and saw what was out there and saw these women's organisations and was like, I need to be like that. So I decided I needed to get a name that was serious. Hence the Female Entrepreneur Association. I wanted it to seem professional, I wanted it to seem bigger than it really was, and that was really the reason I chose that. Now, as it happens, it's been amazing for search engine optimization. It comes up really great in the Google searches for female entrepreneur, and it's really obvious what it is. So those are some great things that have come from it, but that name was chosen because I felt like I had to be more professional in order to be taken seriously. I felt like I had to look bigger, rather than just being myself. Rather than just saying to people, hey everyone, this is me and this is what I'm doing. And I was too afraid. I was afraid that what I was wasn't good enough on its own. And I think this is a mindset that a lot of us kind of fall into. And once I realised this, and once I kind of got over that and realised I could just be myself, and in fact being myself made it so much easier. And for example, when I launched the magazine, it was called This Girl Means Business, and it had dropped the seriousness, and all of a sudden I realised I wasn't afraid anymore to express myself the way I wanted to express myself, to write from the heart about things that mattered to me, about things that inspired me, about things that empowered me. And in fact, in doing that, I have been able to connect and engage with people in a whole different way, in a much more powerful way, because I'm being real and I'm being true to myself. And another example of this is with videos. So when I first started doing the videos, I looked on YouTube and was looking at kind of videos other people were doing. And some of the videos people would do, they'd be kind of eccentric or a bit flamboyant, and they'd have like those little snippets where they go and do something really silly. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, do I need to start doing this? And I remember like filming some videos before I actually started doing them properly, and testing things out and watching them back and thinking, oh my gosh, I could never ever let anyone see this, because it just wasn't me. It didn't fit with my personality to do something like that. And so once I got over the fear of thinking that I had to be like them, and if I wasn't like them then I wouldn't be good enough, once I dropped that, then I was able to just get on and make videos as myself and just be who I am and be me, because I think that that's what connects with people. But it's hard to do, especially when you're starting off with something and you think that other people know better, that you think you need to be like them. But the fact is, they're already out there. They're already doing their thing, so there doesn't need to be another one of them. What there needs to be is an amazing one of you. And I think Judy Garland said it amazingly well when she said, be the first-rate version of yourself, not the second-rate version of someone else. And it's so true, but it's so easy to get carried away with other people and thinking that they're so amazing and they're so brilliant and they're such incredible people that you need to be like that too. And you don't. And once I realised that for myself, it just helped me to it just made things so much more easy, because all of a sudden I could just be me and that was perfectly fine. So I want to share with you 3 really simple steps to help you to stay true to yourself. And the first step is to accept that you are amazing and that you are unique and there's no one out there that's like you. And that's amazing, and you need to leverage that power. You need to leverage you and accept that you're brilliant, accept that you're great, accept that there's no one else out there like you. You've got to own that. Just own it. Think you are brilliant and get out there and don't be afraid to be yourself. The second step is to discover and to get clear on who you are. Who are you? What do you believe in? What do you value? What principles do you live by? What's important to you? What makes you tick? Get clear on all those things. Get a piece of paper or just start thinking about it. Think about things that are really true for you. And the third step is, don't be afraid to get out there and sing from the rooftops about it. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there, to be real and to connect with people. And the truth is, in business, people buy people. You know, we buy into each other. So the more real and the more authentic and the more true to yourself you are, the more you'll attract the same people to you. You will start to be able to engage and connect with the people that you want to engage and connect with on a way more powerful level than before. Just don't be afraid to be your amazing self. Yeah, I think too many of us are trying so hard to be like somebody else when really it's so much easier when we drop it and just be ourselves. And I think in business especially, because we're always looking to other amazing people to be like them. And I think it's great to go and take inspiration from people. I think that's brilliant. But I think that we need to stay clear on who we are. And whenever I feel like I am getting too carried away with thinking that I need to be like someone else, I take a step back and think, no, who am I? What do I believe in? Why am I doing this? And I get really clear and I center myself back to who I am. And I think doing that, taking a step back and making sure you are in alignment with yourself, you are being real, you are being authentic, helps so much in business. Go out there and be amazing. Just be yourself and be brilliant at being yourself. And I think it will help you so much. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please leave me a comment. I would love to know what you think, and I will see you next time.